Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Goals Galore, welcome back to yet another live watch along on the channel. And this one, it's Burnley versus West Ham in the opening match of the Championship for these two sides at Turf Moor as well. Both sides got relegated from the Premier League last season. It looks to be an absolute thriller of a match this afternoon, and the teams are ready to come out of the tunnel as well. So, while they come out of the tunnel, we will let you know what sides have been picked at the starting 11 to both sides. So here we go then. Let's go through it. With Burnley first, there's a couple of new names as well, so hopefully I pronounced them somewhat okay. Wies in goal for them. A back three of Kyle Walker at this level. Elaine on loan from Man City. And Humphreys. Bashir Humphreys, of course. Right wing back is Sone. Left wing back, Bruni Larsson, interesting. He's back. Robert and Hannibal in midfield. And Ramsey and Marcus Edwards supporting Zian Fleming for this one. For West Ham then, they line up just like this. Hermansen in goal. Of course, he won promotion with Leicester City before from the Championship. Walker Peters at right back with Mavropanos, Kilman and Skulls across the back line. Into midfield is Kante and Orford in the centre. Bowen on the right, Solomon on the left, and Pablo and Castellanos up top. It's an absolutely ridiculous side for both teams, really. And they should hopefully even each other out in this one. Looking forward to it though, and it should be an absolute thriller of a game. Burnley line up in a 3-4-2-1 we expect. West Ham 4-4-2. Simple. It's Nuno for West Ham. It's Nicky Hayen. First Championship game for Burnley. The German manager replaces Scott Parker at Turf Moor this summer. Welcome back, David. How are you doing, mate? Lost chat on the last one. Oh, right. You might have been behind a little bit. So, if you have an advert and then you go back onto the stream, just click the screen and make sure that line is all the way across where it says live. That might have been what happens. Welcome, Swartz. How are you doing, mate? Good to have you in here, mate. 3-0 Burnley. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. I'll be very surprised if that happens, but love a bold prediction. Yeah, good to see you as well, Swartz. Thank you very much for joining. And good to see you too. Let me know your score prediction for this one, guys. I've gone 3-1 West Ham for this one. 3-1 West Ham. It was a crazy result last one. Watford beating Southampton last time out. If you said that 10 years ago, wouldn't sound that outlandish. But these days, with how last season went for both sides, it kind of is a bit outlandish. Maybe it's a full... Sky is saying it's a 4-2-3-1 for West Ham, but is Pablo in the 10 or is Pablo as a striker? We'll have to wait and see. Right. Here we go then. West Ham back in the Championship. So are Burnley. West Ham haven't been here for a long, long time. Burnley, we heard just a couple of seasons ago, of course. It is at Turf Moor, the home of Burnley, this one. Hoping for more success this time around in the Championship. They've still got some stand-up players, like some Marcus Edwards, Zian Fleming, Kyle Walker, of course, dropping down to this level, and Bashir Humphreys, all taking headlines for Burnley. Walker, the captain. Jared Bowen, the other captain. Both Premier League calibre players making the drop down to the Championship. Right, here we go then. We are ready for the penultimate match of Match Week 1 in the Championship between Burnley and West Ham. The Hammers away at Turf Moor. Nuno, he's done it before with Wolves in the Championship in the 17-18 season. This time he's looking to do it in 26-27 with West Ham. Let's see. It's going to be... who's it going to be? West Ham in the blue and white. West Ham getting us underway. Burnley, of course, at home in the claret tops. Not much blue on the tops, though. But it's the Claret Derby, basically. A Claret and Blue Derby. West Ham and Burnley. Here we go. We are underway at Turf Moor. This one should be an absolute cracker. Who do I support? I support Swansea City. 110 years, one double. 100 years, century top. The Swans. Welcome in, though. Diana, how are we doing? Good to have you in here. 3 on West Ham as well. Nice sorts, like that. And straight away, it's West Ham on the left. Oh my god, the Claret is really putting me off. It's Burnley on the left with Brune Larsen. Into the box it goes. Fleming over the bar. What a chance from Zian Fleming. I'm so used to seeing West Ham in Claret. Like, there's no blue on that Burnley top. It's really misleading. It's not a Burnley top. It's more of a West Ham home shit. Been a crazy weekend. Yeah, it is a mental weekend of football, isn't it? Right, goal kick to West Ham this time, I'm sure. Going long, searching for Pablo. And it does look actually like it's a 4-2-3-1 like Sky predicted. But out of possession, then it's a 4-4-2. So technically both are right. Pablo in support of Castellanos. Ball at the back here of Vice. Now Bashir Humphreys. On the ball here for Burnley. They have, of course, come runner-up to Leeds last time they got to the Premier League, just 2 years ago. Failed to step last season, though, while Leeds and Sunderland, the ones who accompanied them on their promotion, they both remain in the top flight. They've left Burnley drop back down. Hannibal in midfield. Now Zian Fleming out to the left-hand side. Brune Larsen. Loads of space to deliver. Good start here from Burnley. Fleming in the middle. Towards the back post it goes. Edwards in there. Edwards slips. And West Ham win it back with Skulls. Able to get it away. Of course, last weekend both sides advanced. In the Carabao Cup round 1, West Ham beat Portsmouth at home 3-1. Burnley had to go to penalties against Notts County. 1-1 after 90, but 1 on pens. North v South. It is indeed. It is indeed. Here's Carl Walker. So strange seeing him in the Championship now. Captaining this Burnley side as well. Playing as part as a right-sided centre-back. Ball breaks in midfield. Lovely bit of play. Here's Fleming out to left hand side. There's loads of space. Aaron Ramsey might go for it alone. He does, and it's wide. And so far, Burnley, my word, they're playing some brilliant football. 3 minutes in. Have West Ham turned up yet? I don't think they have. Brilliant bit of play from Burnley, though. What a start to the game this is. And it instantly makes you realise the quality of the sides coming down. Wolves, Burnley, West Ham. Wolves weren't that impressive, but Burnley and West Ham, this is the big showdown of the weekend, really, isn't it? We all want West Ham full on there. Is everyone? I do think West Ham will win the league. I think it'll be a big disappointment if they don't get top 2. But as long as they go up, they won't really care, will they? But on the far side, your Edwards ball towards the far post, and Walker Peters had to put it behind his own goal to make sure. I mean, what a start to the game this is. Burnley going for it. And we never, before Vincent Kompany went in at Burnley, we never associated Burnley playing like proper football. It'd always be smashed up to the big strikers and a big physical side. But not anymore. They're a tidy side now. Hannibal goes across to take the corner. And Burnley, these are new kits now because the kit sponsor they had before, during the week, they cancelled the sponsorship. So now they've got Virtue as the front of shirt sponsor. A corner for Burnley to follow here. Hannibal waiting for the referee to finish speaking to the players in the centre. Hannibal to deliver. The ball's not really on the line, but he's going to let it go anyway. Hannibal, in it goes towards the back post and over everyone. Foul on the keeper. So free kick West Ham. Yeah, West Ham have not been in the game first 5 minutes. What a start. It's crazy we've had 5 minutes of the game. I honestly can't recall West Ham doing anything so far. Long ball forward there from West Ham. And a free kick given against Castellanos. Against Carl Walker. Walker wins the free kick. Welcome in. Lurkon, how are we doing? Good evening to you as well, sir. Unai Emery, how are we doing? Good evening. Poor pass there from the Man City loanee. Elaine. How is that one pronounced? He's on loan from Man City for the season. Was on loan at Watford last year. Made a big influence there at Vicarage Road. Decided to join Burnley this year. On a season-long loan. Onto the left-hand side. West Ham, their first attack back in the Championship. Manor Solomon. Drops the shoulder. Wiggling through. Still Solomon, and he's finally met his match. Solomon, once again. Scarles. Kante in midfield. Kante, edge of the box now. West Ham really starting to find their rhythm. Here's Bowen. Bowen, lining up the shot, goes for it and blocked. The West Ham captain is going to be crucial to any hope they have of reaching the Premier League again this season. Yeah, no idea, David. No idea if there's a recall or anything. Hello again, Daniela. How are we doing? Let us know your score predictions in the chat, guys. I've gone 3-1 West Ham, but a great start to this one. Here's Jan Fleming. Finds Hannibal. Tries to find Sone. And just not enough on the pass to him in the end. It's Scarles who is able to intercept that pass. Mavropanos finds Orford. Number 61 in the starting 11 here. It's just strange seeing high numbers on players' shirts these days. You don't really see it too often. But Orford starting here for West Ham this afternoon. In midfield with Kante. Poor pass there from Scarles. So there is some youth mixed around in this West Ham starting 11. Weiss finds Walker. I hope that's how you pronounce it. In Weiss, the keeper for Burnley. Out to the left-hand side, and Ramsey goes down under the challenge of Bowen. Wins a free kick for Burnley. City down to Arsenal. Yeah, I saw that. It's at the Principality, isn't it? Just looks so... I did tune in after I finished setting up this stream. It just looks so strange watching football being played at the Principality. But yeah, 2-0 Arsenal, isn't it, at the moment? But this is the main focus, though. Here's Max Kilman. West Ham on the ball. Mavropanos. Another big name at this level. Kilman. It's 3-0. Wow. Solomon. Inside it goes. Nice play this from West Ham. Bowen on the right hand side. Loads of space. Bowen. Got Kante in support. Uses him. Walker Peters now. Orford. Towards the back post it goes. Over Walker. Arriving in the scales. Keeps it alive. Castellanos. Shot. Wide. Out for a corner to West Ham though. Positive start. And Pablo was in there as well. City look a mess. Oh my word. Interesting stuff there. Keep us updated, mate. Yeah, Pablo and Castellanos. Two quality players at this level. And West Ham with the first corner of the match for themselves anyway. Bowen to take. In swing up from the near side towards the back. Surely it's in. 1-0 West Ham. They're back in the Championship, but they're back with a bang, and it didn't take them long. Max Kilman with a goal. And Burnley started really well the opening 5 minutes. But it's Kilman who gets West Ham their first goal back in the second tier. Max Kilman heads home from Jarrod Bowen's corner. It's the first assist of many this season for Jarrod Bowen. First goal involvement, I should say, of many this season. And Kilman, an unlikely goal scorer, but on 10 minutes, he hits the back of the net. It's round the back post. Ramsey's marking him. I mean, I say marking him. He's just holding his hand all the way to the back post. Kilman's dragged him along for a ride. And it's dreadful defending from Burnley. And we weren't saying that last time they were in the Championship with James Trafford and co. But what a start that is for West Ham. Everyone expects them to go straight back up. They should do with budget, with the players they're signing and the size of the club, really. They should go straight back up, and it's a good start, but it's really poor from Burnley. Nicky Hayen will be fuming, and it's conceded from that. Got Bowen for a goal assist. That's ticked off. Yeah, brilliant, brilliant to get that in early doors as well. 10 minutes in. Come on, Burnley, can't let West Ham take you down. City getting hammered. By sounds of it, yeah, by the sounds of it. Big goal, that one. Odegaard got a goal for Arsenal. And Zolis with another assist, apparently. Mavropanos into midfield for Orford. And it was all Burnley first 5 minutes, but lost 7. West Ham finally found their feet. And yeah, it only took them one quality opportunity. You don't have to ask West Ham twice. Here's Bowen. Poor first touch. I don't think we're going to be saying that many times this season about Jarrod Bowen. West Ham going to be a very tough side to beat this season. They'll definitely lose games though. They'll be frustrated in draws. That's what the Championship brings you. But they should win a lot of games. Bowen on defensive duties. Lost out there to Aaron Ramsey. Brune Larson into the box. Plays across. Edge of the box. Ramsey. Oh, wide. He's got to hit the target. And if he hits the target, he should score. It should be 1-1. Brilliant from Ramsey. Finds Brune Larson. Brune Larson into Edwards. Flicks it back. He knows Ramsey's there. And Ramsey, maybe the ball's just behind him. Does have to adjust slightly. But then the finish is absolutely dreadful. But Burnley have got that threat going forward. The players like Zian Fleming, Ramsey, Brune Larson, Edwards as well. All got some serious quality. And there's no way they should suffer at this level. But it's probably the hardest game of the season for them in match week 1. West Ham already leading here. Thanks to Max Kilman's goal 10 minutes into the game. And of course, the penultimate match in match week 1. Tomorrow evening, Cardiff Wrexham will be live for it. Looking forward to that as well. West Ham seriously after Dewsbury, so the rumours are. Nice comeback win for the Swans. Yeah, brilliant, mate. Unbelievable. We never win away at Stoke as well, so maybe this is our year. Fingers crossed, mate. West Ham are for everyone. They're going to get Joel Perreault as well from Leeds. So good. Here's Walker Peters. Finds Castellanos. And into the gloves of Wies. Bashir Humphreys now. Back to Aline. Finds Carl Walker now. At the back for Burnley. Well, they like to commit a lot. At the moment, it's a 3-1-5. 3-1-6, sorry, that doesn't even add up. 3-1-5. 3-1-6 at the moment. Formation. You've got the back three. You've got their number 8. And Walker dispossessed easily there. And Solomon held up. Taking the free kick quickly here, West Ham. Solomon on the left. Tricky feet. Keeps it in play. Solomon goes down over Hannibal's tackle and wins a free kick for the Hammers. Really good there for Mano Solomon. The ball sticking to him like glue. Hannibal had to take him out. He did just that. Free kick to the Hammers on the left corner of the box. Bowen, Solomon standing over this one. 16 minutes played. What a game this is though. Really entertaining so far. It's going to be left for Bowen. Jared Bowen into the box it goes. Heads go up and it's Mavropanos connects with it. Over the bar it goes. Where's all the money coming from? Their wage bill must be out of this world. Yeah, but, you know, owners, they've been in the Premier League for ages. So they have parachute payments this year as well. Let's not forget for both Burnley, West Ham, Wolves. And there's no... The financial rules have changed now, isn't it? It's no longer profit and sustainability. The rules have changed for this year. Hannibal and Solomon. Perfect, says Lurkon. "17 minutes played. All you can hear is forever blowing bubbles from the away end. And a little factual, actually, if you didn't know. Swansea were the first side to actually start singing forever blowing bubbles. And it was an away game for West Ham at Swansea at the Vetch Field that they took that song off us, actually. So, fun fact for you all. West Ham adopted the song off Swansea. West Ham sold so much. They did as well, to be fair. What was it, 104 mil they've made? They've still got the likes of Doof as well, who's valued about 40 mil for Brentford. But he's on the bench today. Well, Fernandes was like, what, 90 mil? Who did Fernandes even go to? I've not really kept up with the transfers. Yeah, we did go to Spurs. 87 mil, apparently. Ball on the left-hand side. Solomon taken out once again by Hannibal. And Hannibal there, looking to advance the play now. Long ball forward, searching for Brun Larsen, and Hermans has come a long way. And it's a shot on target. And it's wide from Burnley. It looked like he was on target anyway. In the end, it wasn't. Sone looking for an unlikely goal from distance of his head. Lucas Paqueta left in January. Somerville gone to Al Hilal, 56 mil. Freddie Potts went to Club Brugge for 10 mil. They've signed Arnie Engels for £22 million from Celtic today. And they're after Joel Perreault and Troy Parrott as well. Absolutely crazy. What year was that? Oh, it was like, it's in the 1900s. No idea. But it's one of the facts. I read a Swans book. And I didn't believe it at first either. David Moyes in attendance here. At least 150. Yeah, they have made a lot of money, to be fair. Ball in midfield here. Bowen. Dispossessed. And now Burnley going forward, and it's a bit scruffy from them as well. One back by Walker Peters and West Ham. Check it out. Ah, sound. You probably get the years straight away as soon as you Google it. That Engels is rubbish. He shouldn't be in my Switzerland league. Oh, is he? I don't really watch too much of Celtic. I like to watch a bit of Scottish football, but Celtic Rangers just bore it out a lot of the time. Who was at the opening match of the season? Rangers Dundee, wasn't it? I watched that and it was just boring. 1-1 though. Dundee United, wasn't it? Here's Walker Peters. Back to Mavropanos. 20 minutes played here. 1-0 West Ham leads, but Burnley certainly not out of this one. They're offering a lot, especially going forward. Mavropanos. Back to Hermansen. Kante. Nice triangles here for West Ham. Keeping it simple, but effective. Mavropanos. Out to left-hand side. Skulls finds Solomon. Back it goes, and now Kante. Pass is blocked, and now Burnley look to counter. Long ball forward, and Edwards will win the race to get to that one if you can keep it in play. He can't. Can't keep it in play. Yeah, Scottish League last year, if Hearts would have won it, it would have brought a lot more interest to it, but same old. What? Yeah, Swansea. 1921 was first used by Swansea fans in the 1921 during an FA Cup match. West Ham supporters are believed to have adopted the song from Swansea during an FA Cup tie in 1922. So 1921, 1922. There we go. These are as top two in the predictions. Your top two, are they? Interesting. The only thing with Burnley is defensively. I know they've got some big names there, but I'm not sure. Certainly a good game, good start as well. They've both, shown something. Remember the last opening day, Burnley were in the started in 1921. Yeah, 1921. Got there at the same time. No worries. I was getting really intrigued for the answer. Burnley out from the back. Carl Walker now. Advancing the play into midfield. Back to Wies now, the goalkeeper. Out to Walker once again. Here's Rauber in midfield. Advancing it forward to Edwards. Free kick given away with West Ham. Yeah, both of these promotion favourites to go back up to the Premier League. But it's going to be a difficult task. Here's Kilman. Finds Mavropanos. Burnley will be in the top six, I think. Yeah, I think they'll definitely be in the playoffs. I've got them, I think I had them 7th, so they'll maybe be a little bit higher than that. On the left-hand side for West Ham, into midfield it goes. Pablo. Pass blocked, but Orford's there to carry on the baton. Mavropanos. Across to Kilman now. West Ham looking for that second goal. Kante. Out to Walker Peters. Bowen is down the line. Comes close to receive. Orford. The gaps are starting to open up now. Nice bit of movement from West Ham. Pablo. Floating around everywhere. He's been he's covered a lot of grass so far. Pablo. Walker Peters now. Back it goes to Mavropanos once again. Kilman. Oh, lovely football this from West Ham. Skulls. Now Kante. Mavropanos driving through. Ball out towards Solomon is Too much on it, and out of play it goes for a throw-in to Burnley. Yeah, it's a really good start to the match, but when the game gets tricky, there's some quality players both benches for West Ham. Areola on the bench. Can't pronounce that. Meyers Veltman from Brighton, of course, on a free. Malik Diouf. Surprised he's not starting left back. George Murphy's been on Bristol City's. Been on loan to Bristol City last couple of years. James Ward-Prowse is at this level now as well on the bench. And on the bench of Burnley, they've got Joe Worrell, Ben Amos, Lucas Perez, Sambo, Josh Laurent, Mike Trezer, Broha as well, Amdouni as well. Wow, they've got some good players. Didn't think it was that strong. Yeah, I do think Burnley scored today, to be fair. I think 3-1 probably will be on. Burnley, when they go forward, they look threatening, but they just haven't got that final bit right yet. Ball at the back here for West Ham. It's given away too easily, but one back there by Scarles. And now Alford able to advance it to Walker-Peters on this near side. Bowen. Walker-Peters again. To the left-hand side. Scarles. Finds Solomon. Kante takes over now on that left-hand side. And Walker's done really well. Able to clear his lines. Only as far as Kilman, but he's beaten to it by Fleming at the halfway line. Fleming finds Edwards. Advancing through is Ramsey, but Edwards couldn't find his balance after being knocked over. Free kick Burnley. Yeah, good play there from Burnley. Zian Fleming is going to score a lot of goals this season as well at Burnley. Hermansen on the ball now for West Ham. Zian Fleming just not able to get any joy at the moment in front of goal in this match. Walker-Peters back to Hermansen it goes. The Hammers lead in 1-0 here at Turf Moor, but a fairly even game. Alford looks really calm and composed. I wonder, how old is he? He can't be. Looks really comfortable on the ball. He's only 20. And Scarles is 20 as well. Kante's 20. Wow, they got some youth mixed in this side, haven't they? On ball forward there for Jared Bowen for West Ham. Into the box it goes, away by Elaine. Drops for Orford. Looks to tidy up in midfield, and really comfortable player, isn't he? He's really happy on the ball. Ball on the left-hand side. Mana Solomon. Solomon takes on his man. Scarles on the overlap. Uses him. Solomon made the inverted run, but instead, Kante was the option used. Mavropanos now, centre of midfield. Burnley sitting really deep here. Bowen able to get a ball in the box, and it's away by Basher Humphreys. Out to the left-hand side. Kante. Back out again. Yeah, all the loan deals now start to go through for the bigger Prem players. I get what you mean. They always same for the end of the season, don't they? All the big deals get done like the last week and a bit, don't they? Into the box of West Ham, yeah. Pablo, shot blocked. Still alive though. Castanos. He has a go and it's wide of the target. Half an hour in. This game's going really quick. It's an enjoyable match. West Ham causing all kinds of danger, and Burnley just couldn't clear their lines there. Here is Wiese. Carl Walker looking for an option to go forward, but it wasn't one, and now risky up from the back there from Burnley. West Ham and Bowen in particular intense with their press there, but Burnley get away with it for now. Aline on the ball here, the central defender for Burnley, centre of that back three. Basher Humphreys now. It was incredible in their last promotion winning campaign. In from Chelsea, of course. Even spent time on loan at Swansea the year before. The Burnley manager, I'm just watching he's not happy on the side of the pitch. He's always demanding instructions. He's very energetic on the side of the pitch. For a man in a suit especially. Ricky Hayen. Was it Hayen or Hayden? Ricky Hayen, the Belgian manager. Ball on the far side here. Kante. Down it goes, and another foul. Loads of stop-starts at the moment. You know, it's not as bad as the last game between Watford and Southampton, but there's a lot of interruptions to the game. Kante finds Solomon on the left-hand side. Into midfield it goes. Here's Pablo. Switching the play over to Walker-Peters. Bowen is in the box. Walker-Peters finds Orford instead and decides to go back. He finds Mavropanos. Tyrell's commentary, really good. Oh, really? Decent sign for Kov, to be fair. Oh, lovely bit of play here in midfield from Burnley, and they drive away. And Kante happy to make the foul there and take a yellow for his side. Someone had to, because that was really good play from Burnley. And I think it was Aaron Ramsey, I think it was, driving forward on the left-hand side. No one was going to stop him. Kante had to. Which team do you think we will struggle with this season, Tristan? Yeah, it's a strange one because, you know, we usually lose to Stoke, beating them this season. We always struggle against Blackburn. I think Blackburn under Tony Mowbray will be a really tough team to play against. So they're one. Obviously got the relegated 3. They'll be tough. Borough as well from last season. Norwich are going to be tough. There's a lot of tough sides this year. But if we can make our home form as good as last year and then just improve the away form just a little bit, we'll be up there. Here's Fleming. Lined up the short and it's just wide. And Zian Fleming, he will score today. Because he's already had 3 or 4 opportunities. It's because he sits so deep waiting for the ball. So he's not playing on the last defender. He's not being marked easily. And he's happy to gain that extra yards and then running onto the defender and get a shot away. And he's just wide the target. But he should be working Hermansen from there. Player of his quality. Here's Pablo. Back to Kante in midfield here. 10 minutes before the break. Burnley will get chances but have to take them, as West Ham will not. Yeah. Burnley have been quite wasteful, haven't they? Bit surprising though, they're not usually this wasteful. Orford. Great ball out to Scarles. Back to Kante, and Scarles was offside, so free kick to Burnley instead. Yeah, Nuno got the experience of Championship football before with Wolves, that 17-18 promotion winning campaign where they won the title, of course. A great year for Wolves then. Hoping to do the same with West Ham this time around. And Pablo's charging away. He's got Walker-Peters in loads of space. He uses him. Walker-Peters, bow into the box and crowded out by two Burnley defenders. And Burnley now on the attack. West Ham, it's their turn to do the defending. Ramsey, over the top it goes. Burnley throwing. Edwards on this near side. Getting involved in the play. Here's Brun Larsen. Edwards now. Just needs a little bit more movement. Fleming being closely watched here. Humphreys finds Edwards again on this near side. Stayed over here. Edwards twisting and turning. Just no option ahead of him. Brun Larsen. First pass is poor, but he gets it straight back. Cross. Falls for Hannibal. Burnley sustaining the attack here. Sustaining the pressure. Brun Larsen. It's a box. Oh, it's a dreadful finish there by Raguba. I think he's their new South African sign, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Very exciting. Oh, he's French. Who was the South African they signed? Might not have been Burnley, actually. Yeah, nothing in the penalty claim from Jared Bowen there earlier on. It's fairly taken out. So as the table looks, of course, very early days, but West Ham would be 9th with 3 points tonight. Burnley would be 21st as it stands. For anyone interested in that. Burnley have the players. Yeah, they do. They have the players, just not quite clicking for them yet. But they're going to be a very tough team to play against this season, aren't they? Very tough. West Ham go again with Mavropanos. Finds Orford, who's playing as the DM in this one. Kante's more of the 8 in this side. Hannibal picks it up in midfield, bursting forward. Hannibal might go alone. Hannibal still going. Oh, overdid it. Had to play the pass. Had to. He just looked like it was never good time to release the pass, and in the end he just runs out of space. And Bowen running forward, but Wies, the Burnley goalkeeper, won the ball, and he's run a long way there. And Walker-Peters too slow to get to the Burnley keeper. Almost went halfway into the pitch there. Yeah, Hannibal there tried to play it off like he was trying to play in Fleming, but he overrun it. He was never gonna pass, was he? So good until it was, and that is correct. I got Blackburn, Charlton and Lincoln to go down. Interesting. I'm not sure anymore on Blackburn. And there's only one game though. You can't really be making big claims yet. But as of right now, it's interesting. Here's Walker-Peters. Into midfield it goes for the Hammers. Orford now. Finds Bowen. Poor first touch though from Bowen. Might drop from again. No. He got in the way of Pablo. Ball in midfield now. Towards Edwards. Edwards. Against Kilman. Edwards gets the better of him. Edwards, edge of the box here for Burnley. And runs into too many West Ham shirts, who finally win the ball back. Skulls on the far side. West Ham look tired already. They're ready for the half-time break. Skulls looking for movement ahead. Orford finds Solomon. Ball keeping on moving here. Mavropanos now. Alford once again. Ball over the top. Searching for Castanos. Well played with Walker. Bashing Humphreys on a lane. All dealt with a threat there. Free kick given the way of West Ham. And Burnley able to work the ball from back to front really quickly. Just haven't taken any of their chances. What do you think about Preston? Will they go down? I think they'd be in a battle, but I don't think they go down. Yeah, they're too good. Too good to go down. Just wanted to check the Arsenal City score. Still 3-1, 81 minutes. Yeah, it's done. It's done. So almost half time in this one then. West Ham look like they'll be leading into the break. On their first match back in the Championship. Last time they were in the Championship, of course, they won the playoff final to go up. Was it 2010, I think? It was a long time ago. I think they beat Blackpool in the final that year. Here's Aline. Out the back here for Burnley. Towards Brun Larsen. Beaten to it by Mavropanos. Pasha Humphreys finds Wiese once again. West Ham win it back again in midfield. And Kante here. This time it doesn't rush it. Finds Skulls. Solomon on the overlap. Goes back to Kante instead. In the box. Kante. And corner West Ham. Before the break here. It's been done for City after 30 minutes. Yeah, that's probably true, to be fair. As soon as he got that second. Here we go then. They scored from their first corner of the match, West Ham. Last corner of the half potentially. And it goes towards the back post over everyone. Hannibal chases the ball down, keeps it in play. For Burnley. Hannibal smashes it forwards. And Mavropanos can go back to the keeper. Hermansen. Into the channel. Something for Bowen to chase. Here's Bashir Humphreys. All into midfield. And this cut out in midfield. And one back by West Ham. Pablo finds Alford. Castellanos. So Solomon over the bar. Tried to do too much there, Solomon. But a good idea. And Burnley out from the back. Just not much communication there. No one told Ramsey, I presume. Can't hear them from here, but presume no one told Ramsey there was a man on. 3 minutes at the end of the first half. Interesting. So 2 minutes. I thought West Ham would be more than 1-0 up by now. Yeah, but then on the flip side, surprised Burnley haven't scored, really. They have definitely had the chances. Here's Marcus Edwards for Burnley. Kante finds Walker-Peters. That's been a really entertaining game. I think it's only going to get more entertaining as it goes on. As one of these sides chase a goal. I think the best thing for the game would be Burnley score early on into the second half. And both sides go for it. Bowen released on the right. Bowen into the box. Happy to take the corner. About to find out how many added-on minutes we're going to get at the end of the first half. Here at Turf Moor. Yeah, good play there. Kante into Pablo. First time ball around the corner to Bowen. Know exactly where he was. And knew he'd have the beating of Bashir Humphreys. Here is Bowen for the corner then. Into added time. Bowen. Into the box it goes. And away by Fleming. Out for another corner. And only 1 minute added on at the end of the first 45 here. 1 minute. Doesn't seem right, that, to be fair, but only 1 minute. Time for another corner for West Ham. Bowen to take once again. One arm in the air. And oh, right on top of the keeper, that one. Managed to get it away. Free kick given away of Burnley. Handball against Solomon, according to the referee. And that will be that then for the first half here at Turf Moor. By the time we take this free kick, should be half time. Goes into the gloves of Hermansen. And that will be that for the first 45 here at Turf Moor. It's Burnley who started the better of the two sides and were unlucky not to take the... lucky not to break the deadlock. But on 10 minutes, Max Kilman headed home from a Jared Bowen corner. And it's the first West Ham goal of the season. First of plenty, as we presume... well, presumably. They're going to score a lot of goals with the talent in that squad. Burnley, though, I don't know how they've not hit the back of the net during the first half. But half-time, it's 1-0 West Ham. Right, let's do the split screen thing and can have a look at the half-time stats between these two sides. Let's go here. Let's go here. Reference is brutal. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that is never 1 minute added on. Should have been a lot longer. Volume's working. There we go. Right, half time then. Stats here. So first of all, I'll show you where he scored the goal from in this area where the mouse is. Corner coming from this side from Bowen onto Kilman's head at the back post into the back of the net. Good finish as well, to be fair, from Kilman. But you can see possession 63% for West Ham. Dominant 6 XG, 7 shots, 1 on target. That's the exact same as Burnley. Very even match really in terms of everything. That was West Ham's only shot on target. Burnley's only shot on target was the Ramsey one, where he should do better really against Hermansen. That's the only real one really in the table. Let's have a look how this looks. West Ham are 9th now, with a goal. QPR Millwall leading the way. Swansea 3rd. Bolton 5th. West Brom 4th. Yeah, West Ham 9th as it stands. And Burnley 21st. Of course, it means absolutely nothing at this very early stage of the season. And Cardiff Wrexham, the only other two yet to play a match in the Championship so far. Of course, 2 draws so far this season, but maybe more to come. Right, it might be full time now. The Principality, I might quickly turn that on for the last, 2 minutes? Well, we have half time. I think I'll do just that. See how the end of this game goes between Man City and Arsenal. How many points did Bowen get me? Yeah, 3-0 Arsenal in this one. Looks very comfortable for the Gunners. Why is there so many adverts? Oh my word. Bowen's got me 10 points. Thank you very much. Enough adverts there. Yeah, City on the left-hand side yet. I think. Might be a little bit behind actually what that is showing. I'll put it on a different screen. Yeah, I'll leave the code up here actually if you want to join the fantasy side for the Goals Galore League. Then be sure to enter. Where is it? This code here. This code highlighted. Be sure to enter that on the EFL Fantasy app if you would like to join our league. Just for a bit of fun all season long. Just watching the last couple of moments of this match as well. Yeah, I think Arsenal probably have a really good chance this year of going back to back in the Premier League with the change at Liverpool over the summer, change at Man City over the summer, and Chelsea as well. United, I don't think they'll challenge. They've just got Champions League football this season. So honestly, it's a really good opportunity for Arsenal, who are stable, to go again. But you never write Man City off for the quality in that side and the money they're spending. But it's under Maresca. So fresh ideas, of course. Relatively the same as what they did under Pep, but still a little different. Some players have got new looks. Gyökeres out to Saka, not worked. Championship is much more entertaining. Who's that? Just trying to see who this is with the blonde hair. Someone's dyed their hair. Marmouche. I can't see his number. Someone's gone blonde. Bleached their hair. Marmouche come on for Haaland, did he? Yeah, 53. Mendy. I mean, look at the benches here. Look at the players on offer. Absolutely crazy. If anyone can see who's gone blonde for Man City. Who on earth is that? 62. Is it 62? 82. Rico Lewis. Ah, right, okay. I thought it was Foden for a minute. That's Rico Lewis. There we go. Yeah, 3-0. Not much longer left of this one. At the Principality as well, it just doesn't look right. You know, obviously, rugby matches get played here. I'm not against more football being played here. It just looks strange because it's the first time I think I've ever seen a football match played here. Obviously, you've had Champions League final played in Cardiff before. It's just different because it's so empty. You can see all the blue and green. So many empty seats. Marmouche there, going over. Actually, there's quite a lot of fans that have made the trip. What's the attendance saying? 58,000 have gone to attendance. That is 74.5 is what the Principality can hold. 58,000 fans. Fair play. You know, they've had to go abroad for this one as well. New ground for all the fans to tick off. Right, keep that code on screen if anyone did want to join it. Be sure to for EFL Fantasy, the Goals Galore YouTube League. Then this is the code in the bottom left hand corner of the screen. We're just watching the final minute of the Man City Arsenal game while it's half time in the Burnley West Ham one. And it looks like Arsenal are going to go out 3-0 winners in this one. I think they will. Back to Donnarumma, who seems to have had a stinker in this one, I think. I did see the second goal and he should save it. And so right hand side, that's going to be that, isn't it? Yeah, it's not really that entertaining. 3-0 down, you know, City know they've lost it. Arsenal know they've won it. 20 seconds to go. You never see any games end at 90 anymore. Always see additional time. To be fair, I'm thinking about, have I ever in my lifetime seen a game end at 90? Probably not. Only charity matches, I think. Oh, that's that, innit? Yeah, that's it. Full time. Right, that's over. Done. There we go. Right. There was quite a few empty seats at Stoke yesterday. Yeah, I saw that in the home end, to be fair. Swans did really well to sell as many as they did. Was it just under 3,000? It was really good. Really good support from the Swans yesterday, as I was saying. Right, let's go back through here. That's full time now. We know Arsenal have won the Community Shield this season. It's not a major trophy though. We got only about 5 minutes. 5 minutes till the second half, around that. So, if you're Burnley then, looking at the bench, who would you be bringing on? Yeah, I think Visa's he hadn't had much to do. Walker is the right centre back. It is a free back. I don't know why it's put it as a full back. Hannibal's been their best player probably with Edwards. Fleming looks like he's ready to do stuff, but just hasn't hit the back of the net yet. He's had a couple of shots though. 2 shots from here. Alright, it's really good. It shows you the minute as well. Yeah, first minute as well. He had a shot over the bar. That was good. You know, he looks ready, but they just haven't been supplying him. But defensively, I'm not sure about them. So what would I change if I was, what's his name again? Nicky Hayen. I'll be looking to bring on Amdouni's a great player. Trezor brings a bit of pace. Laurent in midfield, stability. Broha, nah, you got to keep Fleming on. You probably won't change anything at half time. And that's fair enough because it is a pretty... You know, they have looked good going forward. They have looked threatening, like they can score. For West Ham, Solomon's on the wing. Kante's in the midfield. So I think, anyway. Why does it always put them in the wrong positions? Juve, I'd like to see Juve come on. Just because I think he's an exciting player. Gets you off your seat type of player. Ward-Prowse as well. If there's a free kick, get him on. Want to see some excitement in the second half in this game as well. There we go. What were some of these stats? Burnley haven't kept a clean sheet in 14 consecutive matches. Burnley won just 2 of 11 home meetings with West Ham, losing 6. Burnley's last home win against West Ham was in November 2019, and this is the first championship campaign for West Ham since 11-12. Yes, the year 10-11 was when Swans won the playoffs. 11-12 was when West Ham won the playoffs against Blackpool, wasn't it? West Ham scored 12 goals in the last 5 matches towards the back end of last season. That probably includes pre-season too, doesn't it? But if you go West Ham, you go to their history. Yep. They finished 3rd that season in the Championship. Reading and Southampton went up automatically. They played Blackpool in the final. Beat Cardiff in the playoffs to get to the final. That's crazy. I only lost out on promotion by 2 points. Only lost out in the league on 3 points. My words. What a year. What a year Championship football that would have been. Who's down the bottom that year? Coventry got relegated that year. Doncaster and Portsmouth. Barnsley were in the champ that year. Bristol City down the bottom. Forest, Peterborough. Peterborough survived, 10 points clear. Millwall and Crystal Palace in their Ipswich. Leeds, Burnley finished 13th. Oh, I love looking back at old Championship years. It's brilliant. 10-11, of course. Oh, it's just going to do it for West Ham in it. I got an idea. Championship. I love looking back at the older tables. So in 10-11, this is how the Championship finished. Of course, QPR, Norwich, Swansea. Only 4 points off that year. Cardiff finished below us, of course, as they usually do. Reading, Forest, Burnley, 8th. Because at this point, we weren't really paying too much attention to football, just focusing on your own side. But as you get older, you focus on, the whole division usually. Look at that. All 3 sides relegated on 42 points that year. Doncaster 48, Palace 48 as well. My word, close. It's crazy to think Palace were there and then a couple of years later they went up. Coventry before as well, before they started slipping down the leagues. Leicester 10th, Hull. I mean, look at where all these clubs are now. Let's go to a random year. 14-15. Bournemouth, Watford. Norwich. I mean, this is typical, isn't it? Typical Championship. Wednesday mid-table. Charlton in here as well, doing well. Fulham towards the bottom. Like, you never see this anymore. Fulham, Brighton at the bottom. Millwall going down that year as well to League One. I wasn't there. Sort of highlights and notice. Yeah, fair. It was a long trip. There was a lot of them that made the trip, there wasn't it? A lot of fans went up to Stoke. Fair play. Hopefully our away support is like that throughout the season now, because the last couple of years hasn't been as good, has it? Yeah, this is the year second year under Russell Martin. This one, because we were 3 points off the playoffs and we had an incredible back end to the season. 3 points off the year. Who went up that year? Luton. Yeah, Luton won the final against Cov, didn't they? Players ready to come back out at Turf Moor then. And that year, yeah, Cardiff just about survived, didn't they? Lucky. Look at the team of the season that year though. Akpom, João Pedro, Ndai, Brownhill, Norwood, Harmer, Roberts, Amahodovic, Bayer, Manning, Johansson. Great names in there. Like João Pedro is at Chelsea now. That was the final day of the season. Sneaking into playoffs. I love looking back at old seasons. And that was the year, wasn't it, that Wigan beat Hull like 7-1, was it? I'll find it quickly. What was the score that year? It was a crazy scoreline. I don't think I'm going to find it, am I? It was towards the end. Have I gone past it? I must have gone past it. It wasn't June. I might be able to find it. Oh well. Was it Wigan? I think it was like 7-1 Hull. It was a crazy result. Championship. Was it 7? It was 8-0, wasn't it? It was 8-0. I knew it was 8 goals in it. Yeah, what a game that was. Let me know if you remember that one in the chat. It was a lockdown season. Yeah, crazy. 8-0. Imagine that. Right, second half is being ready. James Ward-Prowse is being ready to come on. Second half is about to begin, so we'll get back to this screen. James Ward-Prowse coming on at half time. Exciting to see players of this calibre come on, of course. And James Ward-Prowse, who's going off though? Because in midfield they did look pretty good. They look pretty good. Right then, so second half between Burnley and West Ham. First half was absolutely brilliant. Second half will probably follow suit. Let's see how it unfolds. Can Burnley get back into it, or West Ham to get their first win of the season on game week 1? Let's wait and see, shall we? Underway for the second half here. Ball in midfield. Out to the left-hand side, straight away for Burnley. And as I say, first half they looked good. They just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, could they? That was the only thing missing from that Burnley performance in the first half. Couldn't hit the back of the net. So they haven't announced actually who come off for Ward-Prowse, so I'll try find out. Who come off? Pablo rested. I thought he had a pretty good start, Pablo, but he's been subbed off for Ward-Prowse. Interesting decision there from Nuno, unless there must have been an injury concern. Ward-Prowse, last time he was in the Championship, I don't think he played for Southampton that game against Wednesday on the opening day. Welcome back, David. How are we doing, mate? Welcome back. Fleming. Edwards, and into the gloves of Hermansen. Burnley starting strong in the second half. But West Ham get it out to Walker-Peters straight away. On the far side. Into midfield it goes. Walking football for Mavropanos. Bowen comes short to receive. As I say then, tomorrow it's Cardiff versus Wrexham. Big game in the Championship. We will be live for that one at 5 minutes to 8. Should be interesting to see how that one unfolds, of course. Skulls. Down line it goes. Solomon into the box. And it's away by Aline. But out for a corner to the Hammers, West Ham. Aline net. Getting his head in the way on his debut from Man City. Debut for Burnley this afternoon. And set piece superstar Ward-Prowse probably go across to take this one, and he does. So James Ward-Prowse, first involvement in the Championship for West Ham. No worries, David, mate. Hopefully you're all good. No need to apologise. Here's Ward-Prowse. Towards the back post it goes, away by Wiese. Out for a throw-in to West Ham on the far side. Looks like they're going to launch it in. Walker-Peters going across to take this one. Of course, he's only got 10 seconds to take it once he picks the ball up, though. Welcome in, Scrunson. How are we doing? Good to have you in here. Walker-Peters, sorry. Goes short from the throw-in. West Ham go back to the halfway line. Kilman, the man that separates the scoring at the moment between these two sides. Into midfield, and Aline wins it back for Burnley. Ball on the left-hand side here for Burnley. Left-hand side defence. Rauber advancing the play out to the left-hand side. Bashir Humphreys getting involved. Brun Larsen ahead of him. Used Brun Larsen, but it was a really poor first touch. Back to Aline. Walker ready to advance the play. Sone. Back to Walker. 36 now, Carl Walker, but still determined as ever. Still a big player. Was a bit of a surprise last year when Burnley went and signed Carl Walker. Never would you have thought he would have gone there. Here West Ham on the ball now. Right hand side of the fence. Mavropanos. Slowing the pace of the game down. Kilman now. Orford ahead of him. And Burnley sitting quite deep actually. Over the top it goes, searching for Bowen, but he's offside. Won't reach the West Ham captain. Throw in for Burnley. Yeah, Jimmy Vardy's been linked with quite a few Championship clubs this summer, hasn't he? West Ham being one of them. I can't see that happening. Vardy to West Ham. Can you imagine? On the right hand side, Edwards. Sone. Ball into the box and away. Referee says get up to Casalos. Burnley still in possession here. Yeah, good sign for Burnley getting Walker, to be fair, last year. Fleming, his first header on target. And can't beat Hermansen, no straight at him this time. He's unlucky. He will score goals this season. Jan Fleming. He's a really good striker, formerly of Millwall, of course. So the Millwall fans will love it if he scores today against the Hammers. And it's West Ham on the attack here. Kante runs out of space, runs into trouble. Wiese on the ball once again now for Burnley. Out from the back. looking to take Vardy. But I think everyone in the Championship would take Vardy at their club, to be fair. His wages would be crazy though, wouldn't they? I think he'd only go to one of the relegated three. Wouldn't go Wolves, they've got too much competition. Could see him at Burnley, but West Ham's probably more likely, isn't it? Brun Larsen on the far side of the pitch here. Into midfield. Robert. Trying to find Sone, but it's a bit messy in midfield. And finally brought down by a header from Orford. And Solomon picks up the pieces here in midfield. Solomon. Kante. Back to Mavropanos. So I'm tired. This is actually a very entertaining game. Probably as good as Watford Southampton. I think the best thing for the game today, though, in this one, would be Burnley to get an equaliser. Then both sides have to go at each other, of course, towards the end to get a winner. Ball across the left-hand side, searching for Scars. Scars does really well. Picks out a pass. And now finds Solomon. Kante again. Here's Walker Peters. Back it goes all the way to Mavropanos. At the halfway line here. For the Hammers. Walker Peters now. Mavropanos. All the way back to Mads Hermansen. Like another centre-half, isn't he? More than a goalkeeper. He did that so much for Leicester under Enzo Maresca. Hannibal out to the right-hand side. Edwards now. Got Sony on the overlap. Edwards goes alone. Finds Hannibal now. His cross shot is poor and rushed and wide from Hannibal there. It's poor. Edwards should have used Sony on the overlap. Yeah, commentator saying it as well. Have to play the fullback in. Should have used him. I don't know why you're going back to the Hannibal for. He looked like he didn't really want to receive the ball. But Burnley are going to change things up. Josh Lawrence coming on. That's one change. Someone else is getting ready as well. Might be Broha. Throw in Burnley. Referee asks for it to be retaken. Further up the pitch. On the far side, Bashir Humphreys. Finding Edwards. Walker now for Burnley. Advancing the play out to the right-hand side. Walker. Ball in towards Fleming. And it's a good combination. Fleming heads over though. I think he should do better. Great from Kyle Walker. He's allowed so much time and space. And Fleming able to lose his man. Get a free header, but he goes over the bar. Sone wins the header in midfield. Finds Edwards now on the right. Exciting move this for Burnley. Edwards stops. Finds Sone instead. Hannibal now in the box. Feeds through Sone. And away by Mavropanos for now. Hannibal comes away with the ball. Hannibal. Got Kante to beat and he wins a throw-in out of it, Hannibal. In the corner. Actually, he's won a throw-in. He's won a corner, not a throw-in, sorry. And first, before the set piece is taken, we a double change for Burnley. They're going to change things up here before the hour mark. Ruba off. Josh Laurent on. And Amdouni on as well for Burnley. A double substitution here. Amdouni and Josh Laurent on. Who's Amdouni? Hannibal off. Interesting. Interesting subs there. So Laurent will slot straight in where Ruba was. I think Ramsey will go into the 8 and Amdouni will go into an attacking midfield role. You'd predict anyway. Ball in from the corner for Burnley. They've changed things up now. They're really trying to turn the screw and get the equaliser against West Ham. On the left-hand side, poor pass. Asking a lot there of Aline, but he gets there first and West Ham goal kick. Could have been anything there. Yeah, Nicky Hagan will be, I think, happy with how the side's playing, but just chasing that goal in the final third is where Burnley just seemed to rush it a little bit. "32 minutes left to play here at Turf Moor. 1-0 West Ham as it stands, thanks to a goal from Max Kilman 10 minutes in. Bowen with the first assist of the season for himself. Lovely bit of play from Walker-Peters on the far side for West Ham. On that touchline, finds Bowen. Pocket of space. Bowen switches the play out to the left-hand side. Scarles. Too much on it. And Scarles just runs out of space to go on the end of that one. And what will Nuno be thinking right now? He's already made one change. Burnley have made 2 now. I've not really seen much of Ward-Prowse. Ball on the left-hand side here for Burnley. Here is Bryn Larson. Down line to Amdouni. Amdouni, tricky footwork. Cross is blocked and into the gloves of Hermansson. Burnley knocking on the door here. Here's Kilman. Goes long towards Castellanos. Goes down. Ref's going to stop play here for treatment to be allowed to be given to Castellanos as he's holding his head. Need one clear cut chance, Burnley. Yeah, but are you going to get that against the West Ham side? I'm not sure. It's a lot to ask for, isn't it? I thought West Ham were turning up, but not doing it. Yeah, same. Little disappointed with West Ham. I know they're winning, and it's a very tough game. Probably one of the toughest games they'll have. Yeah, Cardiff Wrexham tomorrow. Looking forward to that one. Come on, Wrexham. West Ham against Charlton next Saturday. Big game there for West Ham. Who have Burnley got next? Burnley next up have got West Brom. Ooh, interesting game that one. West Brom against Burnley. West Brom really surprised me yesterday with that win against Norwich. Jimmy J. Morgan's going to be a great player this season. Here's Josh Laurent for Burnley. Finds Carl Walker. Out to the right for Marcus Edwards now. West Ham, everyone behind the ball here defending this. Edwards in there, goes back post. Hit the post. Oh my word. And Zian Fleming just cannot buy a goal today, can he? It looked destined to go in, but hits the post and Hermansen reacts quickest to get to it. Great ball in from Marcus Edwards towards the back post. He's onside. And Zian Fleming fights his way to get anything on the ball and just hits the post. And collected then by Hermansen. It's unlucky, but Burnley are knocking on the door here. And West Ham might need another goal just for security of the points. Zian Fleming getting closer and closer. You can't get much closer than hitting the inside of the post and it's still not going in. Go take that, says David. It's a difficult opportunity though because he's fighting to get it. He's lucky to actually get contact on the ball and get it goalwards. It would have been an unbelievable finish if he managed to score from there. Bowen in the box. Shot is blocked but retrieved on the far side by Solomon. Castanos ahead as well. Out of play it goes there from Kante. Throw in Burnley. Sone takes. Finds Walker. Walker goes back to Wiese. And out to Aline. Aline to Laurent. Advancing the play here for Burnley. Brun Larsen on the far side. Nice bit of play here. Larsen switches the play to Sone. This is better from Burnley. They're just struggling in the final third. But up to that, they're playing some really nice football. Marcus Edwards finds Brun Larsen, winger to winger. Brun Larsen got the overlap here of Laurent. Taken out and wins a corner for Burnley. Good defending from Walker Peters. And Burnley believe that they got a big chance in this one to draw level. The fans believe as well. Behind this goal, which is split half and half between West Ham fans and Burnley fans. Burnley with a corner. Brun Larsen to take. In-swinger from the far side. Into the box it goes. Header off the line. And West Ham really are hanging on for dear life in this one. Burnley cannot buy a goal. Wow, that looked really close. I don't know who had contact. It'd probably be Zian Fleming again. It was so crowded in there. Great ball in. It is Fleming. Comes off his shoulder. And then off the line from Scarles. Yeah, Scarles with the clearance off the line. Burnley so close. I said you can't get closer than hit the inside of the post without scoring. He just did. Well, you can't really get closer than that without scoring, can you? I'll wait for him to prove me wrong. West Ham are hanging on in there. Just about. Hermansen goes long. Walker goes down and rolling on the floor as well. Fleming not happy. Yellow cards out for someone. Who's going to get a yellow card here? Zian Fleming and Castellanos squaring up to each other there. I think it's going to be Castellanos receiving a yellow card here. "24 minutes to play in this game really is heated up a little bit. Castellanos receives the yellow card here. Yeah. You can understand why Burnley are unhappy. Walker's mid-flight and then Castellanos looks, he knows exactly what he's doing. Eyes aren't even on the ball. Eyes are on Walker. deliver up. Yeah, Burnley have been unlucky, but you could also say West Ham been lucky defensively. Ball on the far side here now for Burnley. Aline, the new sign-in, finds Laurent in midfield. Josh Laurent does really well to get away. Tries to pick a pass from Dooney. Mavropanos beats him to it just about. Hermansen clears. Humphreys decides to take the throw in for Burnley. At the halfway line here at Turf Moor. 67 minutes played. 1-0 West Ham. Leading since the 10th minute. But Burnley have been on top this second half and been a very even game. West Ham holding on to the lead here. Edwards on the attack. Laurent finds Walker once again. Now Edwards. Sony on the underlap. Edwards goes alone, away by Kilman easily that time. Once again it goes forward. Walker finds Edwards once again. Here's Ramsey. And Ramsey. Lovely pass. Laurent back post, and it's just too much on it. I'm not sure why he's not gone and tried to put an effort on goal there, Josh Laurent. He's in the box. Sort of just froze there for West Ham defensively. No one knew what to do. Throw in here for West Ham. Into midfield it goes. Solomon. He's had a good game today. Loses out there to Fleming. Fleming goes for goal and it's just wide. Fleming will keep on trying here. He is desperate for the ball to hit the back of the net at some point. Some point soon. Goal kick. West Ham, they're starting to time waste a little bit here, aren't they? Take the sting out of the match. Paul at the back here for Burnley. All the way back to Wies. In goal. Out to the left hand side. Here is Humphreys. Wies once again. Still plenty of time. 20 minutes left in this one. This is where it gets really interesting. In the last 20 minutes of a match, only 1-0. Anything can happen. Here's Bowen. Switches the play across to Skulls. Solomon ahead of him. Uses him now. Skulls continues his run. Kante midfield. Finds James Ward-Prowse instead. Out to the right hand side. Bowen goes down with a free kick to West Ham. Ward-Prowse, am I going crazy? But wasn't he at Burnley? I'm pretty sure Ward-Prowse is at Burnley. James Ward-Prowse. Yeah, he was on loan at Burnley from West Ham last year. Yeah, that's right. Thought I was going crazy then. Against his former club then. Ward-Prowse for a free kick for West Ham. From the right hand side. Not shooting range, but good opportunity to get a ball in the box here. Ward-Prowse. Pinpoint accuracy expected. Into the box it goes. A brilliant ball. Bowen block. Still alive. Ward-Prowse picks up the pieces on the far side. Now Kante. Kante gives past his man. Brilliant play. Towards the byline. Still running. Cuts it back. 2-0 West Ham. And that should be the points. Manos Solomon on his debut gets a goal for West Ham. And a goal which is against the run of play. But West Ham will not care about that. Solomon. His debut. A fantastic finish. Burnley Burnley have been knocking on the door, but West Ham get the second, and West Ham get the rewards for good defending and taking their chances. They're showing Burnley a lesson of their own. Bowen's shot blocked, then it was recycled on the far side. Ward-Prowse went down line. It's incredible work by Kante. Absolutely ridiculous how he gets past you into the byline. Poor defending from Basher Humphries. Still alive. Crossed the face of goal, and Solomon anticipated it more than any Burnley defender. And in fact, it's not Basher Humphries, it's the new loanee, Aline and Marcus Edwards, who failed to stop Kante running in field, and Solomon hits the roof of the net from close range. A good finish. But it's really harsh on Burnley, who haven't been that bad at all. They've probably been the better side today, but they just couldn't finish their dinner. And West Ham have taught them a lesson in how to hit the back of the net. And West Ham go forward again here. It's a lot less pressure on them now. And Bowen leading the charge. To the byline he goes, and he wins a corner for the Hammers. No Viet if Burnley get one soon. True. Very true. Yeah, Burnley will feel really hard done by. Definitely giving West Ham a run for their money, but just can't finish their dinner. Corner West Ham. From the far side, Bowen to take. He's assisted Kilman for the first. He won't get an assist for a third. Yet anyway. Away by Fleming. Up towards halfway it goes now. Here's Walker-Peters. Walker-Peters finds Ward-Prowse now. West Ham looking to see this game out. 2-0. Really harsh on Burnley, who looked really good for large parts of this match. Just couldn't find the back of the net, no matter how hard Zian Fleming has tried. He's been unable to get past the West Ham defence and Mads Hermansen. On the left-hand side, and Walker. Let's run out of play for a throw-in. Burnley with 15 minutes left. There's still time, that's for sure. Let's see how much they want it. They want to throw in further down the line. Orford has been a real standout today. Only 20 as well as Scars. They've both been really, really good. Fair play to them. Basher Humphries born to the centre. Away by Mavropanos. He's been everywhere today. Walker-Peters released on the right. Ahead of him is Kante. Beaten to it by Elaine. Back to Wiese. Here's Walker. 15 minutes. If Burnley fancy their chances. Walker stops at the halfway line. Assesses his options. Chooses Josh Laurent. Brun Larsen on the far side waiting. Inside Edwards is going to get it on this near side. Edwards now. Running against Scars. And out of play. Too much on the pass. Goal kick to the Hammers. Yeah, Burnley been really unlucky today. Zian Fleming has had their best chances, and it's the man you want the best chances to fall to, isn't it? From a Burnley point of view. Honestly, he could have had 4 today, Zian Fleming. Every big chance you look at for Burnley has been Fleming. Ramsey had 1, but I wouldn't class it as a big chance. That's for sure. No worries, Dave. Take care and see you soon. Ball out to the right hand side here for West Ham. Into midfield it goes, and one back actually by Burnley on the left hand side. It's a bit scruffy there from West Ham. Amdouni now. Brun Larsen now. Brun Larsen cross is blocked. Corner Burnley. Corner kick now for Burnley. Still time left if they get a goal here. From the far side. Into the box it goes. Header away at the front post. Still alive in the box though. Shot blocked. Another Burnley corner. Goal kick. Josh Laurent disagrees with that one. So do I. Goal kick instead. Well, this will be massive actually, because only one of the relegated three would have picked up maximum points from game week 1. Wolves only 1 and Burnley 0 points from match week 1. So that is actually quite big for the league actually. Long ball forward there from West Ham. Down line it goes. Back it goes to Aline. Central position once again as they lead the latest attack up towards Brun Larsen, but too far ahead of him to get on the end of that pass. Bowen gone downhill on his ankle. I'm sure West Ham fans will be very nervous I can't speak. I bet West Ham fans will be very nervous every time he does that this season. Goes down injured. Their best player. Lucas Perez also come on after the goal celebrations from West Ham's second for Bashir Humphreys. So Perez is on here as well. Alan Pace, the Burnley chairman, in attendance shirt. Bet he'll be frustrated as well with this one. Bullhart is on as well for Ramsey. So Ramsey and Humphreys went off in the celebrations for West Ham's second goal. Long ball forward there for West Ham. Castellanos in the corner. Got Perez to beat. Castellanos goes back. Walker Peters doing really well on the far side. But finally, one back by Burnley. One back by West Ham. Now that was poor in midfield from Burnley. Bowen across the left hand side. Skulls. Cross into the box. Weiss makes it his. And quickly starts the attack. He believes something can happen. Burnley still believe. The fans in Turf Moor believe slightly. Brun Larsen. Out to this right hand side. Edwards. Fleming and Borhard to aim for in the centre. Laurent now. Changing the angle. Into the box, and then Hermansen takes charge there. 10 minutes to go here at Turf Moor. It seems like West Ham will have this one wrapped up. Into the middle it goes. Laurent. To Aline. Now Perez. Laurent once again. Walking for Oya from Burnley. Not much intensity considering they're 2-0 down chasing goals. Edwards does well to win the ball back for Burnley. Poor pass though from him. Out of play. Throw in West Ham. They're going to try and run the clock down here as best of their ability with the new rules as well. Brun Larsen off. Yeah, he looked good today. He'll be a big player for them this year. But Mike Trezor is on. Brun Larsen will get some goal contributions this season, that's for sure. But Mike Trezor is on. Skulls. Did that throw even go in at any point? I'm not sure, but referee's not spotted it. Plays continuing here for Burnley on the attack. Edwards, take it out. Penalty Burnley. And there is hope left still. Late challenge on Edwards. Went flying over. And the ref didn't take long to make a decision there. So this one is still up for grabs. Skulls diving in the box. There's always going to be more risk than rewards, isn't there? Was in nowhere of real danger as well. Was on the edge of the box. No need to make it. Burnley have a penalty. And surely Zian Fleming, after missing so many chances, he's going to take this surely. You'd imagine. For Burnley now, to get themselves back in this one. Amdouni passes it to Zian Fleming. He had to be the one, didn't he, to take it for Burnley. He's missed so many big chances in this one so far, but Burnley's 19 steps up to the plate here to get one back and keep alive the chance of leaving with something from this one. Claret and blue, both sides behind the goal, with the away and home end both covered in claret and blue. But it's Zian Fleming from the spot. He's missed big chances in this one, but from the spot he scores emphatically. And there's still hope left here for Burnley. There's a scrap between Fleming and Hermansen for the ball. Referee's not happy with it, and nor are some of the teammates of both West Ham and Burnley. This one is not over yet. And Burnley score from the spot. Great penalty from Zian Fleming. Never in any doubt into the bottom left-hand corner. Hermansen went the wrong way. I think it's going to be a yellow card each for Fleming and Hermansen. But a great pen. Bottom left-hand corner. Emphatic finish. Hermansen made sure he got the ball first to delay the restart. But in the end, they've both just got bucked anyway. It was flaring up there. And this one is certainly not done, that's for sure. Mavropanos was in there as well. So final 6 minutes. That's the first goal for Burnley in their championship campaign this year. So Hermansen got bucked. Did Fleming get bucked? Yeah, he did. Both of them got bucked there. Yellow card apiece. But still time in this one left. If Burnley can do what Burnley haven't done all game until just now, has hit the back of the net. They've had the chances to. And the belief reinstalled here in Turf Moor. These Burnley fans won't be going anywhere until the full-time whistle now. West Ham will be glad they got that second goal now. Bowen. Poor pass. And away by Burnley up towards Fleming at Amdouni. Gives chase, and West Ham now starting to see the errors creep in with the pressure. Both of these suffered multiple defeats last season. The mentality change over the summer is huge. But whose mentality is going to win them the game here? West Ham looking to hang on. Burnley looking to turn it around and get a point. It looks so unlikely. Throw in West Ham. And a Burnley throw in. Scars refused not to go back. Took the throw in anyway. And now Burnley gifted a throw in. Well, Scars was really good in this game, but he could single-handedly lose West Ham this match. From his penalty mistake, and now this. If they score from this throw in. Laurent to the byline. West Ham have it back, and danger's still alive though. Away it goes. Burnley crowd them out. Final 4 minutes and 90 to play. And a substitute year for West Ham. Malik Diouf coming on for Skulls. Ollie Skulls off. And he puts his hands up to the West Ham fans to say sorry for the penalty. But Malik Diouf on, subject to a lot of transfer interest from the likes of Brentford and many other Premier League sides. A hefty price tag to pay to get the international start. Laurent out to left hand side. Still time for Burnley. Ball in the box from Perez. Drops once again for Laurent. West Ham keeping Burnley at bay so far. Come on, Burnley. Rings round Turf Moor. In the closing stages of this season opener for these two claret and blue sides. Ball behind Trezor. Castellanos wins the ball back. Wins a free kick for West Ham as well inside their own half. Foreman's added. I think there'll be 6 on this one. I'll go 6. What a game it has been though. And I think Joel Veltman is going to come on to make his West Ham United debut as well. Signed on a free transfer in the summer. Just a couple of weeks ago. And he's coming on here for his debut. And a bit of extra cover at the back. And make sure these points are West Ham's. Every game is going to be a close game. And every point will mean so much come the end of the season. Burnley want something from this match. They're not going to give up without a fight. Trezor, Amdouni, Broha. Perez finds Josh Laurent and fired in towards the back post. It could have gone anywhere. Sonny wasn't sure where it was going and instead didn't take the gamble, which he could have got the ultimate reward of an equaliser from. Fleming was in there as well. No one could redirect it. And Joel Veltman coming on here for Manor Solomon, the man at the moment with the winning goal in this fixture. As it stands. A minute of the 90 left to play here at Turf Moor. Down it goes from the goal kick from Hermansen. One back by Burnley with Carl Walker now. Head up, looking for the claret shirts ahead of him. Finds a lane instead. Perez, poor pass. He's won it back really well. On the left-hand side, Perez crossing into the box is blocked. Laurent to the edge of the box, wins it back. Shot over the bar from Amdouni. His eyes lit up. And it's found its way into the West Ham section of the away end. Stand behind the goal. Amdouni there. Lovely little shift out of his feet. And over the bar it went. You see what he's trying to do. Just dips too late there. Right, how many minutes are we going to get added on? That's the big question. I think we'll get quite a few. We'll wait and see. All eyes on the fourth official now. 5 minutes added on. Plenty of time left to play here at Turf Moor. Amdouni finds Trezor. Out to the right hand side for Walker. Walker finds Edwards. Edwards drops a shoulder. Cross into the back post. Burnley get a corner. They won a penalty for a push, but it never get one for that. Corner for Burnley. Likes of Fleming are a big target in the centre. It's never a pen. It would have been the softest pen given all season long if that was given. In swinger towards the back post, still alive in there. Shot! It's in! It's 2-2! And it's Jan Fleming again! He's missed so many chances in this game, but he's taken the most important ones. And at the end, Burnley are level. 2-2. What a game, and the Dutchman refused to yield for Burnley. He's rescued a point at Turf Moor, but still with 3.5 minutes to play. There could be more up for grabs for Burnley. Zian Fleming from the corner. Keeper gets it to the edge of the box, still alive. There's a scramble. Fleming has a half sight of the ball, takes a swing at it and finds the bottom corner. West Ham are sat back in the second half and tried to defend their lead. That's something you don't do in the second tier. And they've paid the ultimate price. It looked like the Solomon goal would have been enough, but it doesn't seem it anymore. Wow. Still 3 minutes left to play here. Here's Juve. West Ham looking for the points. Walker-Peters now. Playing as a left wing back. Kante. What an end to the game here. Walker-Peters. Juve to the byline. Crossed in towards the back post. Beats everyone. Walker-Peters goes down at the edge of the D. I thought I was waiting for the ref to blow his whistle, but apparently not. Trezor comes away with the ball on the counter-attack here for Burnley. It's still not over. Breuer skips past the challenge. Trezor. Into the gloves of Hermansson. And 2 minutes left to play of the 5 added minutes. No worries, Daniela. Catch you tomorrow for Cardiff Wrexham. What a game that's going to be. West Ham win a free kick on the far side, and maybe we can get points off these types of sides this season. Wolves, Burnley and West Ham all would have played out a 2-2 draw in the first match back in the Championship. And all would be on 1 point. Dropping points this early on in the season gives hope to the rest. But it's still not over. Final minute to play. Walker-Peters finds Kante. Ball into the centre. Away by Elaine. Back to Kante it goes, and he's given up possession too easily. It's the man on a hat-trick. Fleming goes down at the halfway line. And Juve will get a yellow card for that foul. And Burnley will have the last say here. With a free kick. Zian Fleming on a hat-trick. He's the man of the match here. And rightly so. But he's missed so many chances. He could easily have scored 4 or 5 today. But he hasn't let the missed chances get to him today. Right, free kick Burnley. Burnley have turned it around, David. Burnley have turned it around. Well, not really turned it around. They've got level, sorry. From 2-0 down to 2-2. Penalty and a late goal just a few moments ago. From both Zian Fleming. I did say he'd scored today. He's going to score a lot this season. Fleming still being stretched out for cramp though. So we'll have to play another minute. Here we go then, the final moment of the match. Is it going to be one which proves decisive? There's a free kick by Zian Fleming. Can't play no action in it. Because he's going to serve 30 seconds off after being treated. So free kick, Burnley. I think they're going to settle for a point, you know. They haven't filled out that box. Walker switches the plate out to the far side, and too much on it from Walker. It's going to end 2-2 here. Unless something crazy happens. West Ham with a throw in. Down line it goes. One back by Burnley. Burnley, edge of the box. Breuer. Back he goes to Laurent. Keeps the ball moving. Ball's going further back and further back. Still we play on. Perez. Trezor on an underlapping run. Doesn't use him. Uses Laurent. Perez again. Surely not much longer left to play. There we go. Full time. Burnley rescue a point thanks to Zian Fleming. a man who's going to carry them to whatever success they're going to achieve this season. Fleming will be central to that, no doubt. For West Ham, they were 2-0 up, and they really did mess it up. The Battle of the Clarets and Blues ends level here at Turf Moor. What a game that was. But in the end, they couldn't be separated. Kilman took the lead for West Ham 10 minutes in as Bowen got his first assist of the season. And on 72 minutes, after a lot of Burnley pressure where they missed multiple chances, Solomon was there running into the box to score his first on his West Ham debut. But on 83 minutes, a poor tackle from Skulls led to a penalty after a foul on Marcus Edwards. Fleming, confident as ever, stepped up and into the bottom left-hand corner. And the 92nd minute, into added time, Burnley had a corner, whipped in, edge of the box after a punch from Hermansson. Still in there. Gilmer scramble. It dropped for Fleming, and he took a swipe at it, and it found the back of the net. And it ends 2-2 in this one between two promotion favourites. But they couldn't be separated in match week 1 in their first showdown in the Championship. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the 2 watch-alongs today with Watford beating Southampton and Burnley West Ham playing out a draw. We're live tomorrow at 8 o'clock, well 5 minutes to 8, for Cardiff versus Wrexham for the Welsh derby, of course. One of many this season, of course. So hopefully see you all there for that one as well. Have a fantastic evening. Take care. Stay safe as always. And I'll see you in the next one very soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye. Thank you very much as well to everyone, and Sports, David, Daniela as well, Scrinson. Thank you all very much for your support, and I'll see you very soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye.